Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the 33 Lounge. We're your hosts. I'm Nick, JR, say hello to the people.
Hello to the people.
We join you from the Tops headquarters.
That's right. Cards on cards on cards. Yeah.
I'm
bald.
You're really bald. I just got my hair did too, but
Yeah, I just shaved today.
it's smooth.
Yeah.
What do you use for that?
The Pitbull Skull Shaver.
You ever tried Nair?
No. I'd probably break out. I have sensitive skin.
Yeah, Nair's rough.
Yeah.
I've tried it on my balls.
A lot of
It burnt. Wasn't good.
Why would you put that on your testicles?
No.
Mm.
What a way to start the show.
What a way to start the
Welcome
show.
back, huh?
Already talking about your balls. It's
Yeah.
been 2 weeks.
Yeah, I took Easter Sunday off.
Yeah, we didn't even announce it.
No.
It was a rough weekend. I mean, we had WrestleMania, we had Easter, we had work, it was just a lot.
Yeah, I told you, I think that was what, Saturday night? You closed?
Yeah, you said when we were recording, I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, I was like, well, just text me.
Yeah, that was Friday.
And then
Friday.
Then I never got a text. But,
yeah,
you know, in my defense,
your defense.
After Easter Sunday, I think I was in bed by 9 o'clock Monday and Tuesday
It was
night.
probably warranted.
So
probably well needed. I mean, you spent your Friday kind of up, right?
Yeah, I didn't go to bed until
We had
2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Monumental thing happened on Friday.
The once-a-year tradition.
The once-a-year tradition.
The once-a-year tradition.
The one thing that nobody cares about their diet for.
No.
At least they shouldn't.
Yeah, so this year I actually made it to my mom's to help her with the Easter tradition, the Italian ricotta pie.
Ricotta pie.
So
yes.
He's got his piece.
I do. I won't eat it on air. They don't need that. Yeah.
Well, they didn't see you eat it on there last year.
Well, it's one bite. You know what I mean?
So yeah, we did that, and I stayed up till about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I was pretty tired Friday night, but I had Saturday off.
Good times with the moms.
Then I got to watch Mania. So, I mean, what do you want to cover? You want to cover Mania?
I don't even care what we talk about.
What did you think of Mania?
I've talked about Mania already on the hot tag with my brother.
Yes.
Mania was okay. It wasn't great. I don't think it was the worst Mania ever, but it wasn't the best.
I was going to send you, and I forgot, I didn't screenshot it. Did you hear about the new show they're doing? Let's Get Real or something like that? For
no,
Netflix?
WWE Unreal, I think.
Unreal, is that what it's called?
Something like that. They're pulling back the curtain.
So you can see what happens behind the scenes.
Yes, I like it.
First episode, though.
They have the list on the dry erase board. Is that what you're going to talk about?
The original.
Correct. And Jey Uso isn't even on there.
Yes.
Is this where you're going?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The original WrestleMania lineup.
Yeah.
An idea.
Yeah.
I thought it would have been a worse Mania.
I didn't really dive into it, but
I wanted to send it to you, and then I forgot. And then I lost it, and I forgot who shared it.
I probably wouldn't have read it anyways.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest. I think I'm going to do this again next year. I thoroughly enjoyed sitting at home watching both nights.
We had a good time last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's going to be one of my traditions. Yeah, take that first night off.
Like Fiddler on the Roof.
Yeah, like ricotta pie.
Tradition. Yeah, ricotta pie. Yeah. Although it doesn't always fall on Easter. So, I mean, it doesn't mean Mania is going to be during Easter.
Yeah, but it always falls on a Saturday and a Sunday.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
So,
yeah,
I think I'm be taking that Saturday off. I was,
good times had by all.
I was really into wrestling as a child.
Yeah.
Like I had to wrestle.
I get it. You like watching dudes touching dudes.
Well, I got out of it for a long time.
I never. Well, yeah.
I always like dudes touching dudes.
Touching dudes. You're sweating? I'm sweating. Let's rub.
But
I'm shitting on WWE and I love watching it. What's wrong with me?
I don't know what brought me back into it.
Yeah.
But I got back into it.
Yeah.
And now I think it's funny because Megan is now into it.
Oh, is she?
She
Well, she would like dudes.
She watches it with me,
You
and
know.
then she always blames that it shows up on her Facebook feed because we watch Raw,
Mm.
and like the phone knows.
Oh yeah, Big Brother.
So
What?
she
Whoa.
drops like
Okay.
news that
Am I?
just happened.
I don't know what's that.
I don't know.
Why does that just say that?
Why is that so low?
Oh, it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
What do
parents-
kids want their parents to hear?
I don't know why that's like
Did
that.
you pause it?
No.
I don't know.
I don't
Hockey
know.
game's over though.
Oh, maybe that's what happened.
But yeah, I think it's funny. She blames us watching. It comes across her. She gets news before I do.
Really?
She like tells
She's-
me all the breaking news.
She's an insider.
So I think it's funny. She claims she's not a fan, but she's a fan.
Yeah.
She wouldn't know. She doesn't support me in this venture. So-
Right. I do have some sad news.
Yeah.
Yeah. My gangster sunglasses, the one I enjoy thoroughly, Noah broke them. Yeah. I buried them out back.
Details.
Had a eulogy. No, I've seen them on the couch, and the lens was out, and I picked them up, and it's cracked on the frame. That's why the lens fell out. So they're buried in the backyard. I had a eulogy, and I burned a candle at
You
the
had some good
St.
times in
Agnes.
those classes.
Yeah. Be sadly missed. R.I.P. to the gangster.
Did you reorder them?
No, I haven't.
That's a shame.
I've been kind of busy,
Yeah. Yeah, I was busy up until, well, I was busy today too. I'm
Yeah.
not busy tomorrow though.
You work? No, you don't.
No, I don't.
Tomorrow's Tuesday.
Yeah, tomorrow's Tuesday. Tomorrow's laundry day, and then it's probably going to be a lot of baseball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what I got some stuff to tie off with the
Tie
Jeep.
off with the Jeep. Yeah.
Putting in the subwoofers.
Well, yeah, this guy
Little-
driving just everybody else's parts.
Driving.
Loves it. Jeep, just everybody else's parts.
I didn't know they said that. I heard about the Ford thing, found on the road
Found
dead.
on road dead.
I didn't know that was the thing. With,
Chevy has something. Chevrolet.
like a rock.
Chevrolet stands for something, and I can't figure out
That's
what
a
it is.
really long something. Pontiac stands for something, but we won't touch on that.
I never heard that.
We're not going to talk about that.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm assuming it's bad.
Yep.
Maybe the first word?
No.
No?
No,
Okay.
we're not going to talk about it. Look at that. 1-0, 9 seconds in. Way to go, Dallas. Subject change.
Well, let me ask you. We thought we were going to get into Mania.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, brother.
So what do you think about this title reign for Cena?
It's a way to get other guys over. I mean, it's also a way to give him his 17th title and make him the man, the
Well,
goat.
listen, I think he should have had it. Do you
Yeah.
agree with them giving him number 17?
I didn't hate. The only thing I hated about that, well, the match wasn't all that great, but the ending was just shit.
What's with them including the rapper?
I don't know. Money.
I mean,
What's his name?
Travis Scott.
Travis Scott. He killed people.
Yeah.
Not himself, but at one of these big shows, people were dying, and he just kept rapping.
Here's the thing I don't like about it. Like, I think they should have gave him number 17
Mhm.
for everything he's done. I mean, he's been the consummate guy, for that organization, for WWE.
Well, I mean, he carried the business. Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Um,
for a while, and then he went to Hollywood.
But I don't like the fact that they're turning him heel.
I know. I like that.
I mean, I don't mind him as a heel.
Yeah.
But not like for the final push.
Oh, he won't be heel when he retires. I'm excited for Randy Orton and John Cena at Backlash.
So Orton's another one. Like, I wouldn't even mind if they gave him 18. I mean,
Well,
I don't see
he's
that
at 14.
happening. Yeah,
So
he's
he's-
at 14, but he's going to have to win a
he's-
lot.
And lose a lot.
Yeah.
Yes. And time is of the essence.
Yeah, he's not young.
Yeah. No.
But yeah, he was another guy I wouldn't have mind to see break Flair's record too.
Yeah.
But I don't get the angle. Like I don't like the fact they made him heel.
I like it.
Like I thought maybe like The Rock. I mean, and that whole angle just kind of ended.
Oh, well, did you see The Rock was on Pat McAfee show, and they talked about that, and he came out and said the whole soul thing and him showing up at Elimination Chamber was merely to push ticket sales. 100%. That's what he said.
So
is kind of shitty.
I would have liked to see like maybe The Rock beat Cody.
Yeah.
And then Cena come out and challenge The Rock and do it that way.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like I said, never minded Cena when he was a heel prior. I liked the rap gimmick when he was doing that.
Thugonomics.
Yeah. But I just at the end like this, like I think it's kind of tarnishing it a little bit.
It won't be a long title run.
Well, I think it's funny how people are already starting to go back to the thank you, Cena. Cena sucks. Thank you, Cena. Cena sucks.
Yeah. The fans cheering him too. Like, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, like, play along.
Yeah.
Dom.
Yeah. Yes. That was my favorite match.
No, it wasn't.
Yes. Well, the women's triple threat was good. Well, the men's triple threat was good too, but I am so excited to see Dom get the pop he got. And he's still doing heel things. And he come
Did
back.
you see what he said to Big E on the after show?
No.
He goes, "Hey, how many times you win this?"
Yeah.
He was like, I don't know. Well, I'm already better than you.
I can't wait till his face turn because I think that's going to be huge. But
you think it's going to involve Ray?
Well, inevitably, yes. Before Ray retires,
A reconciliation of sorts.
Before Ray retires, and obviously Ray got hurt and couldn't participate in WrestleMania.
I haven't heard what happened.
It's something with his ankle. I noticed in that match he wasn't there, and then I thought he was laying up against the barrier, and sure enough, he was. And then they had medical down there with him, but I mean, it could be a work too, just so they could get Ray Phoenix into WrestleMania like they did. But
yeah,
I don't know. But I mean, he's 52 years old, so I mean,
yeah,
things don't work that well anymore, especially when you're running around like he does.
So let me ask you: when a luchador retires, does he take his mask off?
Ray wrestled without a mask.
I know. That's why I think it's funny that when they try and pull it off, he fights him. Like,
well, it's a tradition.
You spent years without it.
Yeah, not to use the word tradition again, but it's a tradition.
Yeah. What other match did I like? Well, I fell asleep during the McIntyre.
That was a good fight. Did you go back and watch it?
No, but I want to.
It's good.
Yeah, I heard it was a good match.
Yeah.
I didn't mind the Cody Cena match.
Yeah.
I didn't like the interference at the end, but
there was like 33. Yep.
33. There was a 33 lounge sighting.
Cena's finisher. The AA attitude adjustment.
Yeah.
There was like 33 of those, and Cody kicked out every one of them. And then you hit him with the belt at the end in the head, and that's how you pin him. Like, I get it, though. It's a heel move, and that's the swerve there. It's, it's a heel thing, but I don't know. I would like to see
a finishing move be a finishing move.
I don't know. And then John Cena is literally calling the match as they're going through. I don't know if you've seen the videos of this, but, like, he kept yelling again at Cody to hit him. Like, he was... and talking the whole match. If you watch, he's talking the whole match. So is John Cena that full of himself that he has to tell Cody how this match is going to go? Or can John Cena not really wrestle like people chant?
Well, I mean, we've seen other wrestlers do that. Remember when Lesnar got taken out on a stage and he yelled for what's his name, grab the belt, grab the belt?
I don't know. I feel like but here's the thing, though. You have John Cena on a part-time schedule and hasn't really wrestled a whole lot in the last 5-6 years.
I mean, the fact he's not the greatest technical wrestler in the first place.
Yeah, it's going to be sloppy. But I mean, I'm fine with him having the strap on him, but he's not going to stay in this heel persona. I feel like And the whole talk of the Rock, he sold his soul to the Rock. I don't think that's what it is. It's he gave up on the fans. He turned on the fans. He's sick of them because the "you suck" chants and John Cena suck chants and all that stuff. So he's using that angle, and that's all he talks about is how the fans are. He broke up with them, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But I did see the after show right after the match ended. They didn't show it during Mania that I know of because I watched the replay. When he was walking up the ramp, people were saying "Thank you, Cena," and he was fighting back a smile. And I did like that because he did deserve those flowers. It is his last WrestleMania,
Last ride,
and he broke the record ish. He should have got his flowers, but
yeah. Well, that's kind of why I don't like the heel turn.
Well,
because it's kind of taking away from probably one of the greatest WWE superstars of all time's final.
I don't think it's taken away. We've seen some good promos.
Well, yeah, but even if he goes back face, then you're only celebrating him for that short period. Right now, everybody's booing him. Well, not everybody, but
well, no, but I mean, I get it. Like, I get what you're saying, but I still appreciate that he's doing this farewell.
Yeah,
tour.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I was never a John Cena fan. I still really am not, but I appreciate him in the wrestling.
I only really liked him as
Thugonomics.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But
I do like how he's blacked out all his intro stuff. It's all black.
Yeah,
and it's just
the
John
white
Cena.
name.
Yeah, I do like that.
It's like an Audi's can of corn.
Yeah. It's like great value toilet paper.
What else? I wanted to ask you about
7 1/4, a little to the left.
Wow, good for you. 7 1/4.
Yeah.
Wow. Got a little Italian in you, huh?
Nobody's been.
You want some?
No.
Anyways, now you totally lost my train of thought. Oh, Jacob Fatu, and that was a good one.
Oh, an LA Knight.
LA Knight.
Probably LA Knight's. And I've said this, I think one of LA Knight's last title defenses, one of LA Knight's best matches, probably his best.
Yeah.
He put on a good show. He made that leap to the ropes fine, didn't slip fall. And now, the push for Fatu is happening, and I love it. We seen on SmackDown, Raw.
SmackDown, him and Solo.
Yeah, well, and Solo's like taking credit, and I was like, here we go. And then he just shut it down, took the mic off him. You're going to be with me, you ain't going to be with me. I'm all gas, no brakes or whatever.
Yep.
And then, you had LA Knight come back out and say he wants his belt back. He wants another match. And then Drew showed up. So they're pushing Fatu hugely because Drew comes out and says, I want to fight a badass. I want to fight a guy that's.
I think that'll be a good one.
Yeah. I'm curious if it's going to shake out to be like a 3-way or a 4-way match with Solo in there too. I don't know because, obviously there was a disqualification during the number 1 contender match.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. But I like it. I like Fatu having a strap on him, and I like Fatu having a belt. And yeah, it's good.
Yeah. I mean, well, some of that was good, not all of that. Roman.
Yeah, Roman.
What about Heyman?
I think we're going to see Evolution 2.0.
Listen, I called that.
Mm-hmm.
I called the Heyman turn.
Yeah, me and my brother felt the same way about Seth
Weeks
going
ago.
with Heyman.
Yeah.
I was actually kind of shocked about the Braun Breaker thing. Joining.
Yeah, that shocked me.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like since we seen Becky Lynch turn heel, I feel like Becky Lynch, obviously the draft hasn't happened. There's Raw, there's SmackDown, but I feel like we're going to get a Becky Lynch with her husband, with Paul Heyman. And the biggest thing is this is more to push Braun Breaker to the next level. It's not so much for Seth Rollins.
No, Seth doesn't need a push.
So look for big things with Braun Breaker.
Yeah, I mean, I could see your comparison to Evolution 2.0.
Yeah.
With Randy and Flair. And
I don't think they're done adding people. So who that else would be, I don't know. But I think this is more about pushing a Braun Breaker.
Well, yeah, I forgot about the draft happening.
Yeah, I don't know when, but soon.
I think that pretty much wraps up Mania.
I mean, yeah.
I wasn't really impressed with the Charlotte Flair.
It was okay.
It wasn't bad, but
Flair was stiff.
Yeah.
I feel like there is actual heat between the two of them.
she chipped her tooth.
No, she didn't chip it. That was just blood on her tooth. Yeah, but
Tiffy time.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I really thought Charlotte was going to get the win there. They gave her Rumble, and then I thought, well, this is it. But they're pushing Tiffy still, so that's fine. I'm okay with it. But I didn't like Nia Jax showing back up. I'm over her.
I kind of like Nia Jax.
Yeah, but I did like Jake Cargill showing up.
Yeah,
and then Naomi showed up as well. But we'll see. We'll see how that shakes out.
What other match am I missing?
I mean, yeah, the women's tag, but that. The men's triple threat main event with CM Punk, Roman Reigns,
talked
Seth
about
Rollins.
it.
Yeah, I did enjoy CM Punk laying on the mat after the match was over, smiling while he was talking to the ref. Huge moment for him finally be able to main event at Mania. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, overall, I didn't think it was
Gunther and Jey Uso.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I thought that was a great match.
it was pretty good. And I'm okay with Jey having the belt. I don't think it'll be a long title run, but I'm good with it. I think you see like maybe a Braun Breaker or somebody come after him, but I don't see a long title run. But it's well overdue.
I don't know, man. He's got the crowd behind him.
He does, but
he's got some heat right now.
He's good in the ring, but I think he's better when he's with Jimmy. He's better in that tag.
Yeah.
The
Usos, yeah, I can see them getting back together. What about the Bloodline? Bloodline dead?
I think
with Fatu or Fatu.
I mean, Cody Rhodes said it last year. He wanted to take everything from Roman. His championship. He's going to be a Roman with no reigns. He's going to be a tribal chief with no tribe. He's alone. And then I thought it was interesting, you had Jay come out and celebrate his win, and then Jimmy came out and Sammy came out celebrating with him.
But no Roman.
No Roman.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Yeah. But Roman, he's somewhat became a face, I guess, since he's been back in a way. But Roman's all about Roman. Roman's about himself. So I don't know if we should read too much into the fact that he didn't come out for Jay and celebrate with him because he's more concerned about himself.
You think he goes after the belt?
No. I think Roman's going to start winding down.
I could be wrong. The tail end.
Yeah. I mean, he said it himself during Paul Heyman's induction that when you don't see Roman with Paul Heyman anymore, you won't see Roman. Which I guess could be a play on words in a way. I don't know. Maybe he'll change his name to Joe. Start wrestling as his name.
Well, we got Raw tonight.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'll probably watch it tomorrow. We're doing this.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to turn it on. You said you can't watch it.
I can't watch it muted.
Yeah.
That's like being there live.
But we had a couple returns on the Raw after Mania.
Rusev? Yeah, Rusev.
Was it? Who else came back? Somebody else came back.
Friday, SmackDown, Malachi
Black. Aleister
Black.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was a good way to do it, too. You had the Miz out in the ring talking, and he's talking about how all his accomplishments and how all these guys that, like Ray Phoenix has only been here for 2 weeks, and he's on the Mania card, and yada, yada, yada. And then Aleister Black's music hits, and then he comes out and hits him with the black mass.
So here's the thing that I can't, this is the one thing I can't stand about WWE.
Mm-hmm.
So you got all these names and all these storylines, and you bring back a guy like Rusev
mm-hmm.
and Aleister Black.
Mm-hmm.
Like, where are they going to fit in?
I don't know.
Like, you're not going to immediately put them in a title run.
No, I mean, obviously Aleister Black will probably feud with the Miz now. Rusev, I think he's just going to show up and beat up people a bunch just to show like he's strong. And he looked good. He looked jacked. He looked a lot healthier
Yeah.
than when we last seen him in the WWE.
His arm, I mean, you can still see where he tore his bicep. It looks weird, but
Oh, and AJ Styles and Logan Paul had a match at WrestleMania.
oh yeah.
That wasn't bad.
That was a good. Did you see the distance Paul got on that
Yes.
springboard?
Yeah, he's impressive. Karrion Kross showed up with a brass knuckles, tried to get AJ Styles.
And that's well, I don't understand that.
Did you see AJ Styles on that WWE podcast after Mania?
No.
He flipped out. It was worse than when Drew McIntyre did it on Busted Open. He talked about I've missed I don't know 12 funerals since being in WWE, and they own me, blah 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 kind of thing. And he started talking about he wasn't dissing Joe Hendry and Randy Orton fighting, but he felt like he should have been there because he talked about how the fans reacted when he was eliminated at the Andre the Giant.
Well, I
thing,
told you this a long time ago. I think they need to put the title on AJ again before he leaves.
Oh yeah,
He's one of the greatest of all time,
Mhm.
and he's just floundering in these weird storylines.
Yeah.
Like, is him and Karrion Kross going to go for like Soccer Mom Hair of the Year or something? Like, I don't understand where this all started. It
Yeah.
just kind of happened.
Yeah, I don't know. But Karrion Kross talked about how everything that the WWE wants to do now is viral. Everything needs to be viral. So he felt like he got shunned because Joe Hendry was going to be more viral than him showing up at Mania. So he said, "Do you guys want a viral moment?" And he said, "The guy in the suit and the tie and the truck, fuck yourself," is what he said. And then his
Styles?
Karrion Kross
Karrion
on
Kross.
that podcast.
Maybe him and Styles are going to be a tag.
And Scarlett's like smacking him to like, "No, don't do this," and he did it. I mean, obviously it's a work, but
Think him and Styles are going to be a tag team?
I don't see AJ Styles going back to heel.
You said they had to be heel.
Well-
Maybe Cross could turn face.
No. I like this character that Cross is.
They just don't do anything with him.
They don't, but I think they're ramping up something because they had him do that whole work.
Like,
on
is
that
AOP
podcast.
gone again?
They got cut. Yeah,
They brought them back for a hot minute.
yeah. The feud with Wyatt Six, and then
And what happened to them?
they moved him to SmackDown, but Uncle Howdy's hurt. He's got a shoulder injury. So is Alexa Bliss is hurt. So that's why you haven't seen them. But I think they'll be coming back soon because Uncle Howdy's Twitter page started posting things. So, I mean, as fun as those QR codes were and stuff for Wyatt Six and Bray, let's not do that again. Like,
No,
it's just
they drug that out a little too
Yeah.
long. Yeah, I don't really dig into the news.
yeah,
I just find that there's so much stuff they do that when it doesn't pan out the way they want, they just kill.
yeah,
No explanation. It's just done.
yeah.
And I never really like the Rock thing. Like, that's just now done.
Kind of. I don't know. Everything's based around his schedule, so I don't know.
He's got an even probably harder schedule than Cena.
Yeah.
Talking about wrestling, your favorite person just dropped a video with Bischoff.
Oh, my favorite person.
He's got a great beer, though.
Yeah.
Listen, I mean, you can hate the guy all he wants,
Yeah, that's a good
all
beer.
you want, but that beer is delicious.
It is. Yeah.
Hogan and Bischoff dropped a video today
Yeah.
saying they were going to change the face of wrestling.
Hmm.
Any ideas?
No. I mean, other than I think they might start their own wrestling.
Yeah, I just think
promotion.
they're going to start their own
I'm just
promotion.
worried Vince is involved with it. Because they said there's a third
there's
man.
a third guy. I never even thought of
And
Vince.
they talked about how he's.
I
good
was
at-
thinking it was Flair.
No, I think it's Vince. Because there's been rumors for a while now that Vince might get back into it. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think they mentioned in that promo that the guy was a promoter, and
Yeah,
yeah,
they did.
I
How many talents he's raised to championship level?
yeah, I have a feeling it's Vincent McMahon.
What if it's Shane?
That's possible too, because there was talk of Shane getting involved with AEW, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll see.
So how much more of this crossover with TNA you think the WWE's gonna?
A lot.
You know what I thought
They
would have
have a
been
contract together.
great. I thought it'd been great if Hendry showed up,
Mm-hmm.
and then Orton was like, "Why don't you put the title up?" and then beat him and became TNA champ.
Yeah.
That'd have been great.
You know, that match was pretty much a squash match, but it was huge for Joe Hendry.
Oh yeah.
And what
yeah.
I read was they told Randy, to pick his opponent, and that's who he picked because he respects him and he likes what he's doing. And I seen what Triple H said to him before he went out to the ring. He told him, "Welcome to WrestleMania." Told him this is going to be the easiest WrestleMania you're ever going to be in, but you're going to be in many, 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 many more. And I believe that.
Well, during the lead up to him coming out,
Mm-hmm.
I guess earlier in the day, I can't remember who it was, told him, things are going to seem to be moving fast, and when you feel that, you need to take it slow.
Yeah.
And when you feel like you're taking it slow,
Yeah.
take it even slower. He's like, because this isn't the littler you do,
Yeah.
the bigger it's gonna be for you. And he pretty much agreed with it. He was like, we went out, we did a few things, RKO,
Yeah.
as it, but I thought the RKO at the end timing was perfect, where he did his little spin and smile, and then
Yeah. And then when Randy hit him with it, and then the fans wanted another one, Randy
Yeah.
did the spin and then did his pose with a smile. I thought that was good.
Yeah, I thought I like the fact that, and we talked about this, I think even before we started this podcast,
Uh,
that you can't just, WWE by itself,
mm-hmm.
to me, doesn't work. You have to have competition.
Yeah.
Like the Monday Night Wars, those were phenomenal.
They were.
Uh,
They felt like they lasted forever, but it was a really short
yeah,
thing.
it wasn't very long.
Yeah.
With AEW,
Mm-hmm.
but I always thought, like, if you could work together, like, be your separate entities, have your thing, but you got so much talent out there
Right.
that people want to see.
Right.
Like, it's Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay for AEW. You imagine the pop they would get if they came out into like a Rumble.
Yeah. I don't ever see this happening, but yeah.
Well, it's kind of is with TNA.
Well, that's pretty much WWE.
Where do you think AJ came from?
That's eventually WWE. Well, TKO is going to just buy them, in my opinion.
But I think it's good. I think it's good for wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's good for these smaller promotions.
Yeah.
AEW kind of dabbles with Ring of Honor.
Yeah, they have the Forbidden Door.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think it's good for. I have something itching on the back of my hand.
Mm.
Look at it. It's like I'm breaking out in hives.
Mm.
I don't know. Anyways,
Syphilis.
probably.
Mm.
Have you watched any of these new WWE programs? These Evolve?
No.
Tell you what, there's some of these younger people on this. What is it? I think it's the LFG show.
LFG, yes.
Yeah. There's a woman on there. What the hell's her name? I don't know. She did this finisher.
Mm-hmm.
It was insane.
I'll have to watch it.
It was like a power bomb into a power slam. It was crazy.
That's on AEW, right? Or A&E?
A&E, I think. Yeah.
AEW. Ain't on AEW.
Evolve is pretty good too.
Yeah, I haven't watched that.
Yeah, that's like the people from the indies that are like trying to get in. That's good. A lot of stuff going on for WWE right now under Triple H's watch.
Yeah. You good?
I gotta pause.
Oh.
I gotta see what this is. We gotta turn the lights on. I gotta see what this is. I may be dying. Okay, I'm not dying. I don't know what it is, but yeah.
Syphilis.
Cody Rhodes had, huh?
Yeah.
He lost.
Yep.
Think we'll have another title reign? Or you think they're going to move on from him for a little bit?
Well, he's taking a break right now, so.
Little vacay?
Yeah, well deserved.
Yeah.
I can't believe we talked about wrestling this much.
Well, I want to talk about Mania.
Man, I feel like a virgin. I don't know what to do with my hands.
I want to get into the draft.
D-R-A-F-T. Draft. That's how you spell it.
Okay.
Okay.
So you want to just go over all the picks or just want to focus on Pittsburgh?
Probably, well, we can all laugh at Sanders. Yeah.
So, okay. So I have a theory about Cleveland picking him.
Trading up in the 5th round to pick him.
I think that is the ultimate troll job by Cleveland.
You think?
Because in 2019, I believe was the year, Dion tweeted out that he can't believe what's happening in the Cleveland Browns organization.
Yeah.
And he would never let his sons play for the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, furthermore, he said, if I'm a young quarterback, I would not go there.
I think that's the greatest troll job ever.
Yeah. After they already drafted another quarterback. Now they have 5 quarterbacks.
Well, not just drafted one.
Yeah.
They just signed Flacco and Kenny Pickett.
Now they have 5 quarterbacks. Well, technically 4. But, yeah.
So I say we just let's just talk about the Steelers.
The Steelers. Well, as we know, we didn't have a 2nd-round pick. Our 2nd-round pick is DK Metcalf.
Yes.
Which I'm okay with. But.
So, once again.
It made this draft a little tricky.
Yeah, and so round 1, we went Derek Hartman.
Yeah.
D tackle.
R.I.P. to his mother.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a sad story.
Sad story.
But here's a question mark that I have with this pick.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily hate the pick because I've been begging for them to find.
Yeah.
But here's what I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
Cam Hayward gets hurt and misses the majority of not 1, but 2 seasons.
Yeah.
And you don't think to address this position then?
No.
Then what do? We re-sign him to a 3-year deal?
Yeah, but maybe Cam.
And he's healthy?
Maybe Cam told him this year's his last year.
And now we're like, okay, we re-signed your 3-year deal. You're all healthy. Now we're going to find your replacement. If they would have addressed this 2 years ago, they could have grabbed up Will Johnson.
I'm not that. Well, yeah. I was confused why we didn't take Will Johnson when I was sitting there, but I mean, I'm not bent out of shape about this pick.
No, me either. I like the pick.
Yeah.
I just
super glad it wasn't Sanders.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Whew.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't think we were going to. I honestly didn't think we were going to take him.
I felt.
I know there was a lot of people thinking he was going to drop to us.
He
and
even
Tomlin
seemingly
was gonna,
felt like he was going to go there.
Yeah, he made a couple statements about Pickens and DK.
And,
but yeah. But it's not that I don't like the pick. Again, I just think it was a position we should have addressed sooner.
Possibly.
And it would have given us the opportunity to take another young lockdown corner to work opposite Porter.
Yeah.
Which I think would have been. I don't think he would have came in and started like Porter did.
Well, you have Slay, so.
Yeah. You could have very easily taken a year, put him at nickel, let him get his feet wet.
Yeah, but we have Beanie Bishop.
We do.
You know?
Well, you just said you didn't understand why we didn't take Johnson when he was sitting there.
Yeah.
But no, I don't.
Wow.
I don't think Harmon was a bad pick.
If we're comparing Beanie Bishop to Will Johnson, I mean, I don't think we should. But, I mean, Beanie Bishop caught a lightning in a bottle there for a little bit, and then they benched him. I don't know.
Well, nobody knows what Tomlin does.
Yeah, well, I don't even think Tomlin even knows.
Then, like you said, we didn't have a second. That was
DK.
DK.
Yep.
Third round, we went running back,
Mm-hmm.
and I think we got a good one.
I think he's going to be a stud.
Caleb Johnson at Iowa.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't fumble.
No.
Runs hard. 4.51?
4.55, I believe.
4.55.
But yeah, he's a little bit more on the power side.
Yeah.
But he's a good complement to Gainwell and, oh my God, I forgot his name.
Jaylen Warren.
Yes, Warren, Jesus. I don't mind that pick either. I thought that was obviously we needed a running back. What we really needed to address in this draft was quarterback, running back, and receiver, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And we needed a corner too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that was a good pick. Third round, grab Caleb Johnson from Iowa. Like you said, he never fumbles. He's still pretty quick. He's a power runner.
Yeah. North-south.
Yes.
Steeler football,
yes,
baby.
Steeler football. Well, I was kind of hoping we get Cam Scatabo for that reason, but
yeah. Where'd he go?
Arizona, I believe. I don't know. I'll
Stayed
look it
in
up after.
Stayed in the state.
I'm not sure. I'm not
sure either. I don't remember his name being called, but I didn't get to watch a whole lot of draft. I watched first round.
Then this is the first surprise to me.
Okay. Oh, yes.
Round 4. Jack Sawyer.
Captain Jack Sawyer.
From the
Yeah.
Ohio State University.
Yeah.
And man, did you see how happy his family was that he went to Pittsburgh?
This is where he wanted to go. I heard his dad yelling.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I thought he'd be off the board a little earlier than that. I didn't think he was going to be like a round 1, round 2 guy.
Yeah, I thought he'd be a third round
Yeah,
guy.
I thought he was going to go in the third.
Yeah.
I thought he would go before JT Tulamula or whatever his name is.
Yeah. I mean, he had his senior year, he turned it on, but like the years before that, he was okay.
He was good.
His senior year, he balled out.
Yeah, he balled out his senior year. I mean, I think he made one of the biggest plays in Ohio State football history.
Was it the Cotton Bowl? Was that the Cotton Bowl?
Texas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The scoop and score?
The sack, force fumble.
Yeah.
Scoop and score.
New York Giants.
Giants,
Scatabo.
yes, that's right. I knew that.
Where'd he go? Fourth round, 105th overall. So.
Yeah. So we had already had our running back by then, but I just would have liked to see
him. We could have took him before the other feller, but I think the other feller, which I can't remember his name, what's his name?
Caleb
Johnson is more of a...
He's more of a complete back.
Well, yeah, that, and he's more of a Stiller way.
Then we go round 5.
Round 5.
This was a head scratcher for me.
The trade.
We traded from the... Okay, so this trade went from Detroit through Cleveland, Philadelphia, and Kansas City to pick up another D tackle.
Yep.
Yaya Black.
Yeah.
Which I'm not gonna lie, I don't know who the hell that is.
I don't know anything about him.
But here we are again. Like, you're gonna wait until a healthy Cam Hayward signs a 2-year extension to not only draft 1, but 2
but
D tackles.
Boy, did we get chewed up in the run game.
We did.
Yeah.
But that's just not all on Cam's shoulders.
It's not, but I'm just saying.
Think we could have addressed a different position there. Maybe a cornerback role.
Maybe.
But, yeah, it is what it is. I think we got a B- on that pick, so it must not have been a terrible pick.
Mm-hmm.
And then here we go.
Here we go.
Round 6.
Round 6.
Who I felt was the third best quarterback in the draft.
John Gruden felt like he was the best quarterback in the draft.
Probably the best playoff performance I've seen out of a quarterback since the playoffs started in college football.
What was that feller's name? Ohio State when they won the first with Urban Meyer.
Oh, you're talking about the yeah. Well, that was only that was a little bit in the regular season.
Yeah. Why can't I think of his name?
12 gauge.
Yeah, 12 gauge. I'm drawing a blank. I don't know.
What? We didn't come here to play school.
Yeah.
What the hell is his name? not JT Barrett.
No.
I don't know, but he had probably the best 4-game stretch.
Yeah.
But
no, Will Howard.
Yeah, because you're talking about he won the Big Ten.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
this is terrible.
12 gauge.
We're fans.
We are fans, and I like this dude.
Yeah.
He's looking it up. We don't have a stat guy. Yeah, he had a great 4-game stretch, but I think when you're looking at, he also had, okay.
Cardell Jones.
Cardell Jones, yes, Jesus. That's terrible.
Is it Cardell Jones?
Yeah.
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 He's 32 years old now.
But statistically, Will Howard was impressive.
Yeah.
Accurate.
Yeah. And
I don't even think we announced who we picked.
What was Will Howard?
What was Will Howard?
But I mean, you looked at the chip on this guy's shoulder. He's a Pennsylvania kid. He didn't get offers from Penn State or Pitt. Had to work his way up through things. Ends up transferring to Ohio State. Says he's going to go win the national championship, and by God, he did. And now I seen a thing where he said, whoever picks him, all the people before that team, he's going to make them wish that they picked him.
I'm telling you, I think he could. He's about the size of Ben.
Mm-hmm. Well,
he's 6'4", 236.
He's the exact height and weight as Josh Allen when Josh Allen went into the combine. 6'4", 237, something like that.
Yeah, 236.
Yeah.
I really think he has a shot. I'm not saying he can jump in and start right away.
No.
But I think we're going to see him. If Aaron Rodgers doesn't sign and we roll with Mason Rudolph, I think we're going to see a little bit of Will Howard this year.
Maybe.
Well, I think that was a phenomenal pick.
I loved it.
The fact that he was still there in round 6 blows my mind.
That's the guy I said I would be okay with us taking in this draft.
Well, I was okay with Jackson Dart, too.
Yeah.
I wasn't as sold on him as everybody else, but he is a 4-year starter.
Yeah.
His mechanics are good. He's quick on his feet. He's a mobile quarterback, but so is Will Howard.
Mm-hmm.
I just wasn't as sold on. I mean, I saw a couple games, Ole Miss games, and I just didn't see the hype.
Yeah.
But I would have been okay taking him. But I'm ecstatic we got Will Howard.
And I mean, some of that's for homers.
Yeah.
To an extent. And he's reunited with Jack Sawyer, which, those guys love each other. So
I mean, we can be homers, but he's a national champion.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, his name's not Kyle McCord.
Kyle McCord went a couple picks prior.
Yeah.
2?
I don't know. I just looked at it. I don't remember.
Philadelphia, I believe.
Yeah, that's right. The Eagles. Oh, they got their Kenny Pickett back.
Yeah, Kenny Pickett back.
Yeah.
Then we go to round 7. We picked up a linebacker from Washington. I don't know this guy, Carson Bruner.
No.
He's not very big, 6'1", 227.
That is not very big.
No. And then we rounded out our draft, finally addressing the cornerback position. But I honestly, I'm not going to lie, I forgot we had Slay.
Yeah.
But I think it would have been good to get Johnson and sit a year under Slay.
Darius Slay is not a young man.
No. We got Dante Kent.
Yeah.
Out of Central Michigan. Has 0 stats for him.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a punt returner. Yeah, started 48 games. He had 47 passes defended. He averaged 13.6 yards per punt return. Okay, but there's no height, weight, nothing for him. Overall, I don't think it was a bad draft. I think we got a steal in the 6th with Howard. I think Sawyer was a steal in 4. I thought he'd be off the board.
Yeah.
I wish we would have went corner again.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with the draft.
I'd give us
we didn't get a great grade.
I'd give us a B.
I think we got a C+ on CBS.
I'd give us a B.
But Yeah, I'm still. I mean, here we are after the draft, still questioning the quarterback position, though. Yeah, is do you think that the fact Rodgers hasn't made up his mind, do you think that played any part in our draft strategy?
No, because you're going to have to take a guy. But, I mean,
Well,
they like coming to.
let's revisit that statement here.
Well, they like coming to training camp with 4 quarterbacks.
Okay.
So obviously, they still want to add one more.
Well, let's say Rodgers signed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're rolling with 3.
Yeah.
Rodgers, Rudolph, Skylar Thompson. Wouldn't be out of the realm of possibilities to sign a free agent, to go with 4.
Yeah.
Because next year's collegiate draft class, I think, is a little bit better
Yeah.
than this year's.
Right.
Particularly
Arch Manning.
Arch Manning.
Right.
I would have loved to see that dude in the black and gold.
Could still happen.
I don't think listen, I think everybody's going to be surprised with Will Howard. I think he's Ben-esque.
I'm just like, I mean, our track record lately isn't good with positions. So, like quarterback and wide receiver. So, I could see us screwing stuff up some more.
Oh, well, yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
Listen, there's a hidden bonus in rolling into the season with Mason Rudolph. There's a bonus to this.
What is that?
There is a good chance, if he is our starter all year long,
Mm-hmm.
that we may not
Mm.
finish above 500, and we can finally
Yeah.
stop hearing about it.
I think we still do. I really do.
Okay, well, listen,
He's 8-4-1 as a Steeler starter.
I'm okay rolling in with Mason,
I'm fine with it.
but I'm also,
He has an arm.
he does,
Yeah.
and he's shown it on multiple occasions. But I'm also,
And that last little run he had with us was pretty good.
yeah, but our offense wasn't stellar under him.
Well, there was no DK Metcalf.
But there was still a George Pickens,
Yeah.
Deontay Johnson.
Oh. Yeah.
Wait, okay,
Yeah.
so
That guy was on 17s last year.
well, he's on a new one now.
Yep.
He went to Cleveland.
Yeah.
Signed with Cleveland today.
Good for him.
And speaking of Cleveland,
Yeah.
let's get into it.
Okay.
What? You ready for the beep? You ready for a beep? What in the are they thinking?
I don't know.
You signed Joe Flacco and Kenny Pickett in the offseason, then go into the draft and draft not 1,
yeah.
but 2 quarterbacks.
I think the Browns owner looked at the Falcons owner and said, "Hold my beer." You know? I mean, I don't know.
Listen, I think that guy got fired for that in Atlanta, because I've never, ever, in all my years of watching the draft, have ever seen an owner come down to the war room
Yeah.
pissed off over a pick.
Yeah.
That dude was there by the end of the next pick,
Right.
chewing that guy out. Like, we just paid Kirk Cousins $130 million guaranteed, and you go waste our first round pick
Yeah.
on a quarterback.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, I mean, this is right up there with that. Like, I honest to God feel bad for Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that dude, the second they pick Shedeur Sanders, that dude is 1 foot out the door already.
I wouldn't want to be there for the circus.
Oh God, it's gonna be a shit show.
Yep. Always
It's
is.
gonna be bad.
Always is in the Mistake by the Lake.
Well, they're getting a new stadium.
Well, it's still the Mistake. Well, I guess if they move away from the lake, it's still the Mistake by the Lake.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. The rendering for the stadium,
Oh, it's beautiful.
it's fantastic.
Yeah.
It is fit. The concourse,
Yeah, it'll probably still smell like shit.
yeah, I mean it will. But like the concourse is like 30 yards wide.
Ain't nobody gonna be there
And when you
except for
reach the end of it, you go down to the field. Like they're going to build the field down in.
Hmm.
Like how I think it's like Michigan Stadium, half of the field is under the ground.
Yeah.
That's how it looks like it's going to be. Like you come out from the street, you go through the ticket center or the ticket booth, whatever the turnstile, and there's this massive concourse around the stadium.
Hmm.
And when you hit the end of it, you go down to the field.
Hmm.
It looks pretty sweet. But yeah, I mean, it's Cleveland. So
Yeah.
yeah, it is what it is.
Yep.
5 quarterbacks.
Yep. 5 quarterbacks.
An atrocity.
Yeah. And Deontay Johnson.
Yeah, now they had. Well, I'm gonna be honest. I kind of felt bad for him last year.
Why?
I mean, it's not like he Antonio Browned his career.
No.
I mean, he's a drops. He drops a lot.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have a piss poor attitude. He doesn't.
Well,
I mean, something happened in Baltimore.
Wanting to get paid. Well, yeah, he got benched.
He didn't want to go back in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then they shipped him off to Houston, who immediately just released him.
Yep.
We're gonna trade for you, but we don't really want you.
Yeah.
So we're gonna release you. Yeah, he's one of those ones I think had great upside, and then just I don't know, head case, let it get to his head. And then you could tell when he was with Pittsburgh, like as soon as he dropped one, drop 3 or 4 more.
Yeah. Got the old yips.
All right. Well, I think I'm kind of excited for next year.
Wow.
DK Metcalf. We didn't get rid of Pickens during the draft. I thought that might happen for a second rounder to get us into the second round.
Yeah.
That didn't happen.
No.
So now you're going to wonder, like, is this going to be an in-season deal, or are we going to give him the money?
I don't think we're going to give him the money.
I don't think we have the money to give him.
Well, depends on what they want to do with TJ Watt. Because I think that's going to be more of a priority to them than Pickens.
Well, it should be.
But I felt like if Emeka Mbuka was there at 21 for us, that might have been
the
nail in the coffin for George.
He went earlier.
Yeah, a little bit earlier.
Who did he go to?
Was it the Jets? No.
I
don't remember.
Oh, I have it right here.
I was battling sleep like I am now.
Yeah, I am too. But your Wi-Fi does not like my phone.
I'm sorry.
I was already on the draft.
I don't know what you're doing.
I'm trying to see where Mbuka went. He went to Tampa Bay.
That's right.
At 19.
That's where the other Sanders boy went. Undrafted.
Shiloh.
Yeah. He live streamed all 4 days of the draft, like with the camera on him.
Thinking he was going to get picked?
And it never happened. Oh, man.
Well, I mean, I don't think he was that good.
No. And I still think it's crazy that, what's that feller's name? Hunter?
Travis Hunter?
Yeah. Is going to play both ways full time. I don't think that's going to compute in the NFL.
So, and I don't think he understands that. I think it'll start that way. I don't think
from my understanding, Jacksonville's all on it.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, yeah, let's do it.
But I think about 6-7 games in, he's going to look at the owner and be like, listen, I can't do this shit anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, this isn't college. They were right.
Right. I mean, I could see a few plays here and there on one side of the ball, which, in my opinion, should be defense for him. I think he's more prolific wide receiver. But, like...
See, I disagree. I think he's better defense back.
I just think playing both sides of the ball all game long, he ain't going to be able to do it.
No.
Not for 17 games. Nope.
Junkins went round 2, pick 4 to Cleveland.
Yeah. Sorry.
And then 2 picks later.
Sorry, Junkins.
Henderson went to New England. So we're going to have to see both of them.
Yeah.
Although that's what happened with we were both pissed we didn't take.
J.K. Dobbins?
Yes.
Yeah.
We went to Baltimore. We got to see him all the time.
Right.
Which I don't mind because then we get to like watch the Buckeyes.
He's not with Baltimore anymore, though. He's with
No.
Chargers?
No. Yeah. They went out and drafted the running back.
Yeah. Yeah. I forget the kid's name. He was a pretty decent back, too.
Well, let's see if it'll let me pull it back up.
I didn't understand that move either.
I didn't either. I kind of, you know who didn't get drafted?
Who didn't?
Braylon Edwards.
Really?
No, he didn't get drafted.
Well,
I was kind of shocked. I mean, he was a 5-star recruit.
Surely he got signed by somebody right after the draft.
Yeah, Omarion Hampton, round 1, pick 22 from North Carolina.
Omarion Hampton.
Now, normally ESPN does this thing where they have all the free agents that signed.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen it yet.
Mm-mm.
So, yeah, Braylon Edwards didn't get drafted, which shocked me. Or not Braylon. It's not Braylon Edwards.
No.
Damn it. Braylon Edwards was a receiver for Michigan.
Yep.
Donovan Edwards? Donovan Jackson? Donovan McNabb? Donovan McCreary?
Some guy.
This dude. That dude. Man, we should have. Let me close the Bunny Ranch VIP pass.
Donovan Edwards.
Yeah, Donovan Edwards.
New York Jets signed him.
I'm telling you what, that's a steal. I mean, he didn't have a great senior year, but his junior year, the national title run.
Well, he got hurt too, didn't he? Pretty sure he got hurt. I don't know. I don't follow Michigan.
Yeah, Jets. I don't know if he got hurt. I just know his senior year was a fraction of what his junior year was.
Yeah.
But his junior year, he was also sharing the backfield with Blake Corum.
Yep.
So, I mean, you had a nice 1-2 punch there. I don't think he necessarily had that caliber of back starting this year for them. Yeah, I was shocked he didn't get picked. Did Julian Fleming go?
Yeah, Edwards was injured in the final regular season game against Ohio State. Did he declare for the? Well, I guess he would have.
I'm on it.
You know, we were only going to talk about the Steelers.
Yeah, I know. He got picked up by the Packers.
Undrafted or drafted?
Undrafted free agent. Yeah, I think it was a mistake for him. I know he wanted to go play close to home so his parents can see him.
Yeah, but they didn't use him.
No.
That was really weird.
I think it was a mistake.
Super weird. The whole thing was weird.
I mean, it's not like he wouldn't have got playing time at Ohio State.
No, but I don't. I mean, I get he wanted to be home, but
you would have shared the field with.
Why wouldn't you use him?
I don't know. They never really did.
No.
Very sparingly did he get the ball. But yes, I mean, we did say we were only going to cover Pittsburgh.
Yep.
And we kind of went on and just rambled about some people who didn't get drafted.
Yeah.
Man, I'm not going to lie, though. You were right, though. Watching Shedeur Sanders drop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that cost him millions.
Yeah.
Let's hope he didn't spend all his nil money on that chain. Here's what I don't understand, though. Like, you watch these drafts, and the analysts are, like, blaming the NFL teams for this.
Oh, Mel Kiper, like, went off.
Oh, he did.
Probably because it made his predictions look shitty.
But at what point do, like, when all 32 NFL teams have a consensus about a guy, at what point do you have to step back and say, well, maybe it's him?
Right.
maybe it's not just the NFL, and I'm going to say it because it was on everybody's mind during. They
Okay.
made it about race. But did you not watch the draft?
Right.
The first quarterback taken
Yeah.
was the same ethnicity.
Right.
So it's not about race.
No.
Maybe it's just, I mean, did you see him?
I think it's about character.
Yes. Did you see him and Cam Ward? All the videos about them two on the field throwing, doing drills together.
Although Cam Ward doesn't have the greatest character either.
Well, if you watch these videos, Cam is all about football. Shador's asked him to make a music video with him and doing all this other shit.
Yeah. I mean,
I do football. That's what I do.
One of those games, he ran to the sideline and flashed his Rolex he was wearing to the opposing team's fans. Yeah, dude. Yeah. And he's just learning from his dad.
And that's 100% what it is.
Yeah.
But it drives me nuts to sit here and think that just because a kid didn't get drafted where you felt he should,
Yeah.
that
It's
the NFL is blackballing him.
right.
No, it has nothing to do with that. Maybe it has to do with the fact that
He blackballed himself.
Yeah, maybe the fact that he was disinterested in half of his interviews because they weren't picking in the top 5.
Right.
You did this to yourself.
Right.
As an individual, you need to learn from this and move forward.
He won't.
No, he won't. Not at all.
Nope.
Dude, quit yawning. You're making me.
I'm sorry. I'm on all these new medications and they up dosages and I'm just worn out.
Well, we have got to do 2 today.
No, it's okay. I'm chugging along.
Well, what did you said you wanted to do something else? Frank the Tank.
I have more random questions to ask you.
More random questions.
You know, the 2 people that listened 2 weeks ago, they're probably loving it.
I'm ready whenever you are, sir.
Oh, you're ready for this?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Let's do it.
If you got to choose your own name, what would it be and why? So instead of being Nicholas,
If I got to choose
choose
my
your
own
own
name,
and why? Why would it be that?
I honestly, I don't think I would change it.
No?
No, because I was named after my great grandfather.
Okay. Good answer.
So I would keep. Yeah, I'd keep it.
When you were a kid, what name did you give your favorite toy or stuffed animal? Did you have like something you had to sleep with?
I did. I slept with a blankie.
It was just Blanky.
It was just blankie.
Okay.
I did have a bear though, and his name was Joshua. Joshua Bear.
Joshua.
Yeah, it was a really weird bear too. It had like a.
He had a lazy eye.
It had a plaid vest on with one of those like old school caps.
Oh, it was the brawny man.
It was weird. Yeah, and that, for a while it freaked me out. So I used to kick it off the end of the bed at night because its eyes, like I would leave the door cracked.
It did have a lazy eye.
No, you'd see the eyes. The
Oh.
eyes were glass. So the light would shine off the eyes.
There's a good glare.
Freaked me out. I had a glowworm too. Remember those?
Yes.
I had glowworm. I didn't name it.
If you had a pet parrot, what would you teach it to say?
I don't know if we could. I don't. See you next Tuesday.
Oh, that's a good one.
See you next Tuesday. I could have went so many places with that.
I know. If you were famous, what would your stage name be?
Oh, I had one.
You had a stage name? Dirk Diggler.
Joseph Elaine.
What?
Joseph Elaine.
Joseph Elaine?
Yeah, it's my porn name.
Okay.
Your middle name and your street name.
Oh, okay.
What's yours?
It would be, well, we would just make it Dick Benmar. Richard Benmar.
Richard Benmore.
Yeah, Dick Benmar. What food combination people eat that you just can't get behind? For example, dipping French fries into a Frosty.
No, I'm behind that. I'm one of
Is there something you can't get behind? That
Yeah,
other people
pineapple on pizza. I
Yeah.
don't fucking understand it.
Yeah, I don't get that. one either.
I'm sorry. I dropped the F-bomb.
That's all right.
Like, that is the most disgusting. And what the hell is with this new, like, hot honey bullshit?
I don't know.
Why are people putting hot honey on everything?
It's spicy, sweet and spicy.
Okay, but I don't want honey on pizza. It's just as bad as
putting
pineapple.
on pizza now?
Yeah.
Oh. What's the one item you can't live without?
Oh. My penis.
Okay. All right.
You didn't specify the item.
I'm just asking the question.
No, I'd say wow, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
No, let's stick with my penis.
Okay. This is a good one for you. What is your favorite line from any movie?
Oh, there's so many. I don't remember the entire movie quote, but it's in Gladiator.
Are you not entertained?
Or at the end, when he tells the gladiator to turn around,
Okay.
and he takes his mask off.
Yeah.
And he asks her his name. He takes his mask off.
Yeah.
My name is Marcus Aurelius,
Yeah.
commander of the legions of the North.
Yeah.
And something about father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife.
Yeah.
And I will have my vengeance in this life or the next.
Goosebumps.
I already got him. Look,
Yeah.
got him. That's not the exact quote, but yeah, that part in that movie is badass.
Okay. If you could be any kind of animal, which would you be?
Again, I'm gonna have to really not say what I want to say here. I'm gonna go with, if I could be any animal, what animal would I be? I'd be a lion. No, I'd be a tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Like the
It's not-
stripes?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Flashy.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Okay. Is
What,
it hot?
what about you?
What animal would I be?
Yeah.
A sloth.
I almost said that. Why would you be a sloth?
I don't know. I just think they're cool. They move slow.
My other toss-up was a donkey.
Jackass.
No, for the donkey shows.
Christ. Anyways, is a hot dog a sandwich? Is a hot dog a sandwich?
It can be.
Okay.
I've eaten my hot dogs cut in half on buns before.
Well, I mean, to me, it's in bread. It's a sandwich.
Yeah, it's a sandwich. Well, sure, it's a sandwich.
What's the weirdest gift you've ever received? No. That's the weirdest gift you ever received?
No. I mean, I can't, off the top of my head, I can't remember. I've got some weird shit from my uncle. He used to do QVC shopping, and that was my gifts. My mom's terrible at shopping. Clothes, stuff I'd never wear.
Like a pink bunny suit, like Ralphie?
No, I've never got anything like that.
Mm.
But yeah, she's got me some weird shit.
Thongs.
No.
Your mom didn't buy you a thong?
No.
Okay. What's the most random fact you know?
A tablespoon of semen has a caloric value of 5.
I kind of want to fact check that.
Do it.
No, it's all right. I'll go
Do
with
it. No. For the audience, do it.
I don't want to Google that.
The man's watching.
What is the nutritional?
No, just say, what is the caloric value?
Okay. Caloric value of semen. 5 to 25 calories per ejaculation. There you go. Weirdo.
You want to know where I learned that?
I don't want to know.
I learned
From
that,
your uncle that bought weird shit on QVC.
No, I learned that from PlayStation 2,
Oh, the guy game.
the guy game.
What's one thing you'll never do again?
Ziggy Zoggy, a fifth of Southern Comfort.
Good decision. Good decision.
I've never drank it since.
Is soup something you eat or drink? I guess you do,
It would
do
have
both.
It would have to depend on. It depends
But
on
if
the
it's
soup.
tomato soup,
Yeah, tomato soup would be
But if
something you
it's
drink.
if it's something
But if it's
chunky,
wedding soup, yeah,
yeah.
you eat the meatballs in the wedding soup.
But then there's the broth. You know,
Well, you
usually
eat and drink it.
right. You would do both.
Tomato soup, you just drink.
Yeah.
But I don't like soup. Well, I mean, I don't like a lot of soup.
Yeah, I'm not a big soup guy.
Yeah.
Would you rather? Would you rather have hands for feet or feet for hands?
Okay, so if that's multiple choice, then I'm guessing if when they say, would you rather have feet for hands, then your feet are still feet. So you have 4 feet. Because if I pick one, then the other's the opposite too.
You would think.
So feet for hands or hands for feet.
They're just in a different location.
Yeah, they would just be flip-flop. So I'm guessing if you pick hands for feet, your hands are still hands.
Yeah.
Then I'd go hands for feet. I'd still have to have the ability to flick off a motherfucker. Can't do that with toes. I mean, my third toe is longer than my first toe, so I guess I probably could, but it would be tough.
I'm not doing that one. I'm going to do it. What's the funniest insult you can come up with?
Yep. I can't say what I want to say for some of these. I mean, it's like
Okay, we'll move on.
we do have people that know us that listen to this.
We can move on. I'm a little scared. What's your favorite dinosaur?
Triceratops.
Oh, okay. I like Stegosaurus.
That was a good one.
Yeah. What's the strangest thing in your fridge?
The strangest thing in my fridge right now.
Yeah.
I mean, some would say it's the ricotta pie.
Hmm.
But I'm going to say it's the pickled relish, hot pickled relish.
Yeah.
It's expired. It needs to be thrown away.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've never had that?
I don't like things. Well, I don't like relish. That involves pickles.
Trust me, you would like it.
Mm.
I think they call it cowboy candy.
Is that what they call it? What Olympic sport that doesn't exist but should? And we'll move on. Would you rather be 12 inches tall or 12 feet tall? A foot tall or 12 feet tall?
I'd rather be 12 feet.
Tall?
Yeah.
Really?
Because there's a lot of things you're not going to be able to do in life at 12 inches.
There's a lot of things you're not going to be able to do at 12 foot.
Wrong. You can do everything. It'd just be uncomfortable. At 12 inches, like, I mean, you'd have to, like,
I get what you're saying now. All right,
you'd have to, like, dive head first.
we're moving on. Just the head. Literally. Not the tip, the head. Would you rather live the rest of your life in total sunlight or total darkness?
Sunlight.
Okay.
Hey, you live in total darkness. You can't go to the beach. Your grass would be fucked up every time you cut it.
Nobody can see it, though. What's something you only do when you're bored? Oh, God. Oh, God.
I take my 9-iron and a tablespoon of peanut butter.
Oh, man.
Where do you get these from?
I don't know. Google stuff. I don't know what that means. Are you Team Jeremiah or Conrad? I don't know what that means.
Jeremiah or Conrad?
Yeah, this is, are you Team Jeremiah or Conrad? I don't want to click the hyperlink.
I mean, there was team when the, what is it? Not the Eclipse movies, the fucking werewolf movies. And vampire.
Yeah. Yeah.
You were Team Jacob or?
The other guy.
Yeah.
What fictional character do you have beef with?
What fictional character
do you have beef with?
Do I have beef with?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a tough one.
There's no fictional character, just kind of like grinds your gears.
What's the
Mine's the Home Alone kid.
What?
Yeah. Screw Kevin McAllister. That kid just pisses me off. He's so smart, but he's so dumb.
No, I don't really think I have beef with a fake person.
Yeah, no, fine.
I don't know. Drop Dead Fred? I don't know.
Yeah, screw that guy.
I haven't seen that movie in a while.
If you could have a lifetime supply.
Tom Green.
Tom Green. You want everybody to check their balls for testicular cancer.
Daddy, do you like some sausages?
Oh, yeah.
Daddy.
Lick the bone. If you could have a lifetime supply of anything, what would it be?
Oh, steak.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I eat steak every day.
Oh, I kind of want to know the answer to this. What's the worst date you have ever been on?
Oh, man, that's easy.
Okay, I'm ready. Story time.
Story time. So you know of my intestinal issues, correct?
Yeah, yeah. I've smelt them.
So my mother sets me up on this date.
Your mom set you up on a
Yes.
date. All right. Mama
Well,
cuddle.
okay. I can't remember how it played out, but there was a girl that worked in my mom's office.
Okay.
This is like, I'm only 2 years out of high school.
Okay, so you're 20.
3 years, maybe.
21.
Well, I had to be older than 21 because we went to Lancelot's.
22.
But anyways, she set me up with this
Early
girl
20s.
who apparently had her eyes on me when I would come in and
Okay.
visit.
Yeah.
So I asked her out, and she said yes.
Oh, yeah.
So I pick her up, and we go out. We go to dinner.
We're talking 2% body fat, Nick Tuttle.
We go to dinner at Lancelot's.
Yeah.
And then we go to the bar
Lancelots.
to have some drinks.
Remember those commercials?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, whatever I ate did not agree with me.
Mm-mm.
I bet you I got up to shit 10 times.
Mm.
And it was to the point where I thought I had food poisoning. I was sweating and dripping. She was like, You know, we could do this again if you're not feeling well.
Yeah.
I was just like, I don't know what I ate, but it's
It's
not.
not agreeing with you.
No,
Yeah.
no. So like, I mean, the dinner was okay.
Yeah.
Then it went all downhill after that,
Mm. Oh,
and I felt bad, like really bad.
that was the only time you guys went out?
Yeah, we never went out again.
Jeez. If you could be the best in the world at something, what would it be?
Oh, I know where you think I'm going to go with this.
I don't. Yeah, sex. That's probably, yeah.
No, if I could be the best in the world at anything, I would want to be the best midget wrestler.
Wrestling, you yourself wrestling midgets?
No, me.
Or you as a midget
as a midget
wrestling?
wrestler.
Okay. All right. Doink. Dink.
Doink?
Dink.
Dink, yeah.
Yeah.
Hornswoggle.
Hornswoggle.
Or the best running back. That would work too. That would work too.
Yeah. What celebrities would you want to play your parents in a biopic about your life?
So my dad,
Okay.
if I could pick somebody to play my dad who's still alive,
Yeah.
or anybody,
Anybody.
James Gandolfini.
Okay.
My mom
Yeah.
would be the mom from Beetlejuice.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I think that would be a good one.
Okay.
Or Sylvester Stallone.
For your mom? I knew you meant that. What cartoon character do you relate to the most and why?
Stewie.
Mommy, mom.
He always wants to.
Mom's fucking Sylvester Stallone.
Hey, yo, Nick.
Hey, no, Nick.
Hey, yo, Nick. Get in here and finish your dinner.
Mom.
Hi. I like how he's always trying to dominate the world.
Fair.
Did you ever see when he took steroids?
Yeah.
That was a good one, too.
You're granted 3 wishes. What are they? And you can't ask for 3 more or for more. What's your 3 wishes?
Unlimited wealth.
Okay. That's not a bad one.
My family to live forever. I don't know if I'd say live forever. My family to be healthy.
Okay.
And we'll get serious for a second. I would probably wish to not tear my ACL my senior year.
Okay. See where that went.
Yeah, because I'm not saying that I would have been like a D1 running back.
Yeah.
Made the NFL. But what always pissed me off about the whole situation is like I never even got the chance to try.
Right.
Like I went Division III, and I went to Washington Jefferson because during my recruitment I was still on crutches. Like I was getting ready to start physical therapy.
Right.
And I went there because they had a physical therapist on staff, and I could go right into my routine. Now, when I got there was no physical therapist on staff.
Wow, they lied to you.
And it pretty much put me months behind. I went from when I got there to being able to do a couple sprints to like not even be able to put any weight on my leg.
Jeez.
So it was a setback to say the least. I ended up coming back home and going to Rehab Plus. But
does that place exist? I don't think it does.
Yeah.
It still exists?
You know where Celebrations is in Steubenville?
Yeah.
You know where the old AAA building is?
Yeah. I know where you're talking
That's
about.
where it's at.
Oh, okay.
It was over by
Ollie's.
Royal King,
Yeah.
but it moved over there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's always bugged me that I never even got the shot to try. I mean, even if I tried and failed,
Yeah. At least you got to try.
at least I got the chance
Yeah.
to know that, that I was good enough or not good enough.
Right.
That's always bugged the shit out of me.
Well, we'll follow up that seriousness with this seriousness.
Ooh, another serious one.
Yeah. Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck, one horse-sized duck, or 100 duck-sized horses?
100 horse-sized ducks.
Yeah.
Or no, 100 duck-sized horses.
Yeah.
Because a horse-sized duck, you can't kick it in the balls.
No.
It's
You're going to get beaked to death.
You should get beaked.
Beaked to death. Would you travel? Would you time travel to the past or the future?
100% the past.
Okay.
The future's fucked. You wouldn't want to you ever see that show Peaky Blinders?
Yeah.
I would go back to the 50s.
Okay.
Plus the music.
Yeah.
Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra.
Yeah. Is there anything about you that people are surprised to learn?
I have a third nipple.
Do you really? Oh, I was just surprised. Congratulations.
No, I don't really think. I am pretty much an open book.
Mm. Ooh. If you could pick a day to relive again and again, which would it be?
I'm going to give you two answers.
Okay.
I'm going to say I don't have an exact day for the first one, but if I could relive any day over and over again, it would be one of the Sunday family meals where our entire family got together at my grandmother's.
Yeah.
So my grandmother, my grandfather, me, my dad, my brother, my mom, my uncle who's a priest,
Mm.
my other uncle, his wife, everybody would get together for spaghetti on Sundays at my grandmother's. So one of those days, and we've talked about this on the podcast in the past, September 12th,
Okay.
day after 9/11,
Yeah.
because the country was never more united than it was on that day. There was no politics. There was no race. There was no Republican, Democrat, liberals, conservatives. There was just people.
People loving people. People loving USA. America. If you had to eat a crayon, which color would you choose?
Fuchsia.
Fire that off right now.
I thought about that
for years.
Finally got my
It
chance.
keeps him up at night.
I feel like a massive weight has been lifted off my shoulder.
Oh, shit.
No, it's the color of flesh.
All right.
That got dark. This is kind of fun. I kind of enjoy this. We should just do this off air. What are you doing? Nothing. Want to come down and answer some random ass questions? Oh my God, I never thought you'd ask.
Ask more. What's the strangest rumor you've ever heard about yourself?
About myself?
Yeah.
I don't
I'm
know.
dying. Good question.
I don't know if I ever heard of. I mean, I can't remember if I've ever heard a rumor about myself.
What's your funniest childhood memory?
Oh, when my brother sat on the Super Bowl in the tub and got it stuck up his ass.
Wait. He said,
Or when I threw a turd out of the tub during a realtor visit. One of those two.
Wait, let's back it up. What did Dave do? He sat on a what?
A Super Bowl.
A
The boom, 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 boom.
It went up his rectum.
He's gonna listen to this episode and he's gonna call me and be pissed.
entered his ass.
Yep.
Who pulled it out?
He had to shit it out.
Oh. Okay. And then
I was super young and pooped in the tub.
and you threw it out of
I
the tub.
threw it out on the floor. Sorry, Dave. And it just happened again, you know.
What's
Maybe you get glasses for that.
I'm crying. What's your most what's your go-to pickup line?
I haven't really used one in years.
Yeah, me neither.
Do you have any Italian in you? No? You want some?
Yeah. Okay. You want to do me? I just did you.
Yeah, I don't have a page for this, but holy shit, you're on 107?
Well, I scooted by a bunch of them.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay.
What reality show do you think you'd be the best fit for?
What reality show do I think I'd be the best fit for? I don't really know what reality shows are on now. I'm going to go with America's Got Talent.
I was just saying American Gladiator.
No. Ninja Warrior.
Ninja Warrior.
Yeah, no.
What would you do on America's Got Talent?
I don't know. Maybe, I don't know.
Sing? You want to sing?
I'm not going to sing. I don't know. Maybe try to do some stand-up. I think that'd be fun.
What? We just kind of talked about this.
Okay.
What television commercial from growing up do you remember most? I have one that.
Man, what television commercial do I remember the most growing up?
I remember a commercial I used to see constantly during News 9 where it said,
Kevin knows how the weather goes?
No. Do you know who your kids are?
Oh, yeah. But the first one that came to my mind was Kevin knows how the weather goes. Yeah, that whole thing. He'd be like in a classroom and all the kids would be singing it with him. I remember that. I don't know. I don't know. What is it? This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. And then it's the egg on the frying pan. We'll go with that one.
Dare commercial.
Yeah, we'll go with that one.
What plot of a movie would you most want to live out?
What plot of a movie would I most? I watch porn. There's no plot. I'm just kidding. What plot of a movie would I want to most live out? Whew. You're the movie guy. This has been a good question for you. Probably the first Predator.
The first one.
Yeah.
We're in the jungles.
You one ugly mother. Yeah. I don't know. I think that'd be a fun one.
You could die.
That's all right.
I'd want to live out Hard Target. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Or they hunt you.
Sudden death.
Sudden death.
Yeah.
Security guy at the Igloo for Pittsburgh.
Right.
You get to go in and play in the third period.
Mm-hmm.
That'd have been a good one.
Yeah.
That's stupid. I think we're getting close. Were there a lot of ads when you went through yours?
Yes.
Okay.
There's 250, I think.
Okay. I got to know this. What's your go-to dance move, and can you show us?
My go-to? I don't really dance. I don't know. I keep it simple, like the movie Hitch. This is where you live.
This is where you live,
right? Yeah. I don't know. I don't really have dance moves. I thought I did when I was like middle school.
I know the answer to this one. What's your favorite room in your home?
What's my favorite room in my home? The bathroom.
That's not what I thought. Man, that's kind of okay. What piece of clothing do you no longer wear but can't throw away?
I I I don't really think I have anything like that.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
I bought like a 4X UCLA sweatshirt when I was in like the 7th grade from Gabe's. It was a dress on me.
Yeah, it would have been like a blanket for you.
I still have it.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Who is one celebrity you would want to be friends with? Who would you not want to be friends with?
Just somebody I would want to be friends with, and somebody
you wouldn't.
Bert Kreischer, I would want.
Great answer.
To be
God,
friends
that's
with.
a good answer.
Who I wouldn't want
Motion
to.
detected at your garage.
That's all right. Who I wouldn't.
That's creepy because that's right outside that door.
It's something blowing in the camera shot. Who I wouldn't. I need to think about this one.
I know the answer to this.
You know my answer to this?
It should be everybody's answer. You don't want to be friends with the Clintons because you end up dead.
Oh, no. It'd be more like Epstein.
No, they were doing it way before Epstein.
Fair. Yeah, I don't know.
I think if I could choose one person to be friends with, I mean, there's a lot that I could say, but I think I'd enjoy to be friends with Sid the Kid Crosby.
Okay.
What two normal activities would be really weird if you did them back to back?
What two normal
activities would be weird if you did them back to back?
If you wiped and then shit.
I was going to say if you wiped and shook somebody's hand.
Yeah, we're on the same wavelength a little bit.
What's the last... I know the answer to that one, too.
Okay, what's the question?
What's the last movie that made you cry?
What's the last movie that made me cry?
Baseball.
Oh, yeah. I can't remember the name of it, though. I talked about it, though. That baseball movie with Greg Kinnear.
This is a good one. What's your biggest irrational fear?
My biggest irrational fear. Irrational. That means it doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah, like you're scared of clowns.
My biggest irrational fear.
Or balloons.
No clean underwear. Yeah, I do worry about that. The other thing I worry about is I always like to have another stick of deodorant while
running out of deodorant.
While I still have a stick of deodorant I'm in use with, I like to have one on the shelf.
Yeah, I buy 2 packs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if that's irrational, but I worry about that.
Did you have an imaginary friend as a kid?
I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did.
What was his name?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure I did.
I didn't.
But I'm pretty sure I'm also a weirdo, so I'm not so sure they were imaginary.
Well, I didn't. But my brother did.
Oh, okay.
He had 2 of them.
Yeah. Did they put the ball on his ass?
No, but I remember their names.
Oh, what were the names? Bert and Ernie.
Worse. Jiggy and Vashi.
Jiggy and Vashi. So we've learned some stuff here about Dave. He's been penetrated, and he's got some weird ass imaginary friends.
Oh shit! I'll never. He's never forgive me. Thank God, like only 30 people listen to this.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Jiggy and Vashi.
Jiggy and Vashi.
Yeah, and the Super Bowl. That should be a movie. Dave in the Super Bowl featuring Jiggy and Vashi.
Are you embarrassed by your Google search history?
No.
Well, now you are. It's got caloric value.
Oh,
yeah.
I forgot about that. That's fair.
Which celebrity friendship would you use to describe our friendship?
Tom and Bert.
Tom and Bert. That's Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer, for those you don't know.
Yeah.
If you were a tribute, do you think you could win the Hunger Games?
No. I would die.
Yeah, I probably would too.
Yeah.
I can't shoot a bow and arrow.
Yeah.
Oh, if you could switch lives with a celebrity, who would it be and why?
Boy. If I could switch lives with a celebrity. Boy. I don't know. Paul Skeens. Why? Livy Dunn. Oh, and baseball.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. For baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Most strikeouts through his first 170 whatever games in Major League history.
Don't even know what the hell that means.
Yeah, there's stuff on there. It's weird.
Do you think you can land a plane?
No. I can barely drive a car.
I could never land the plane in Top Gun on Nintendo.
Oh, or Microsoft Flight Simulator. Yeah, I was always wrecking it in shit. Those are some long questions.
Yeah, I don't. There's a streaming war? I didn't know.
I don't know anything about that.
Would you, oh God, would you rather have to say everything you think out loud for a week or have your entire notes apps published in major publication?
Oh, they can print them notes apps.
Yeah.
It's stupid shit about podcasts.
Would you rather have to say everything you think out loud for a week would have dire consequences?
Yeah, it'd be bad. I mean, just the last few hours today, it wouldn't be good. I'd probably be committed. I said something today to Jamie and she was like, "What's wrong with your brain?" I don't remember what it was. I don't remember. Yeah. And I said, I got the rhythm with the tism.
If you woke up as your 16-year-old self tomorrow, what would you do?
Touch myself.
I'll just be happy I see it.
If I woke up as my 16-year-old self, what would I do? Serious note, I would go hang out with my pap.
Yeah, I'd probably be down my grandmother's.
And my grandma. Yeah. And see my Uncle Dick and everybody else I lost.
What song perfectly soundtracks your life at the moment?
Bon Jovi, It's My Life.
No. Endless Love?
What song? What?
What song perfectly soundtracks your life at the moment?
At this moment.
At this moment.
I don't know. Probably. I have no idea. Fat Bottom Girls.
Yeah.
I don't know. It ain't Come On Eileen. It ain't Lola. I don't know. I don't know. Do you have one? That's a tough one. Probably that Neil Young song. Oh man, take a look at my life. I'm alone.
That's a good one.
Like you. Yeah, maybe that one.
Welcome to the jungle.
Welcome to the jungle.
What's the strangest purchase you've ever made?
Podcast equipment.
Sure, it's not a box of cheap ass glasses.
Fair.
What's the strangest thing you've ever eaten?
Probably escargot. Snail for you.
It's not terrible.
No, it's probably the strangest thing I've ever ate. Oh, you know what? I think I've ate like, I'm pretty sure I had like candied ants or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Crickets.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I did.
Squirrel.
I've had squirrel. Squirrel's good.
Turtle.
I've had turtle. Turtle's good.
Yeah. Shark. Gator.
I've never had shark. I've had gator.
Gator.
Yeah.
Gator.
I've had like gator nuggets. Those were good.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Do you like pineapple on pizza?
No. It doesn't belong on there.
Well, I know the answer to this too. If you opened a store, what would you sell, and what would be its name?
Be sports cards. What would be its name?
Yeah.
Probably 33 Lounge and cards.
With cards.
Yeah.
33 Lounge with cards.
Yeah, something like that.
What is the best book to movie adaptation?
The Notebook.
No.
I let you down. This is my answer.
No, it's not it.
This is probably some Tom Clancy movie.
No.
No?
It goes right in line with the Notebook.
Charlotte's Web.
I bawled when I saw this movie.
What was it?
P.S. I love you.
Oh my God, yes. Oh yeah, that trumps it. I didn't realize that was a book first.
Yes. P.S. I love you.
Cried like a bitch.
Cried like a bitch.
Yeah. It's a good soundtrack too to that thing. I still listen to some of those songs.
I never really.
Yeah.
The soundtrack's really that good to that?
I liked it. If I ever leave this world alive, take me. Oh.
What was your first magazine subscription?
Playboy. No, Rolling Stone.
Mine was Playboy.
Mine was Rolling Stone.
No, I think mine was. Oh, well, it's not really. That's a catalog. East Bay. You got East Bay too.
Oh, East Bay. Yeah, I had East Bay, but I had Rolling Stone when I was a kid. In fact, I still have one of the issues upstairs, which was like a 25th anniversary or something like that from when I was a kid. Got the little sticker on there with my address, my name.
Really?
Yeah.
Is East Bay still around?
No, I don't think it is. It might
They
be.
go digital?
Probably. Everything's digital now. Ain't nobody thumbed through a catalog. I remember like, all right, get to the shoes. Oh, wow, look at them shoes. All right, get to the jerseys. You know? They got that Penny Hardaway. You know what I mean? Yeah. Now you can just, order whatever you want from China. Oh, East Bay still exists. We should order something for old time's sakes. Like thongs. That's not a thing on there.
I don't know if this is really East Bay.
It looked like it. The There was nothing like thumbing through a East Bay catalog.
You know why I liked East Bay? Because when I ran track and you ordered spikes from East Bay, it would tell you the weight of the spikes. Like you always wanted the lightest spike you could get.
Oh, neat.
And it would give you the weight, which I thought was awesome. What's the most amount of hours you've slept in one day? I'm pretty sure you just had this when you're sick.
I don't know. I think I slept 18 hours once.
Oh, no, not 18. You told me you slept 12.
Oh, yeah. I slept 12 when I was like dying a couple months ago. Yeah. Hated my life.
What's the first thing you'd buy if you won the lottery today?
What's the first thing I buy if I win the lottery today? Land. Maybe with a house on it, but land.
I would just buy land because I'd want to build. But
Well, yeah.
first thing I would buy
Mm-hmm.
is a Ram TRX.
Okay.
I would go and get one like right now. Well, okay.
Okay.
How about we end on this?
Okay.
This is one that I really want you to think about.
Okay.
If you could attend a dinner with any celebrity, living or dead, who would you choose?
Attend a dinner with any celebrity, alive or dead. I'm assuming you're able to sit and have conversation during all this. You're not just sitting there eating.
Can I give you mine?
Yeah.
I think I would pick Dean Martin.
Okay.
Remember you used to have those Dean Martin roasts?
Yeah.
People would sit around like at dinner,
Yeah.
eat, and they'd tell jokes. And I think if you got a chance to sit down and have a few drinks and have dinner with Dean Martin, you'd have a hell of a time.
Yeah, probably. I was going to say Jesus Christ, but, the whole Last Supper thing, I don't know.
Well, it'd be his last one.
Yeah.
You'd be there for it. But so would the apostles.
Yeah. I don't know.
Is he really a celebrity, though?
No.
Yeah,
Paul
he wasn't
Skeens.
cool. Paul Skeens.
Yeah. Livy's coming too.
Not a bad answer. That's a good one. That's a good one. All right. Man, the more we do this, the more people are going to realize how screwed up we are.
Yeah.
I was kind of excited when I saw the East Bay. I was a little fired up. I was going to order some Sauconies. No, it's done. Bidding a fond farewell to East Bay, the Sneakerheads catalog, January 7th, 2023.
Oh, it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah. Dude, they're selling East Bay catalogs on eBay for $20.
I believe it. I'm sure somewhere in my mom and dad's house there's one.
Yeah, I used to get those all the time, but we would order from them too. Like I would order my track spikes from there all the time. If you got an East Bay catalog at home and you ordered shit from it too, put it in the comments.
They won't.
No, they never have.
Yeah.
We do this and they just
It's whatever.
It is.
Barely anybody knows we didn't post last year.
Last week. Yeah.
Feels like a year.
Do we just need to go back to just doing the audio?
I don't know.
I mean, I kind of like doing the video.
The video.
But nobody pays attention to the video.
No. Well, sometimes it's choppy. Although it hasn't popped up a whole lot today. Just a few times that I noticed.
Yeah, I saw it a couple times. And it did it did get a little choppy. But it is what it is.
It is what it is. We're just two dudes.
Two dudes.
And
one podcast.
Yeah.
Anything you want to add before we
No, I really gotta pee.
All right, he's got to pee. So, on that note, thank you guys for joining us.
Yeah.
On another adventure of self-discovery.
That's right.
That was fantastic.
That's right.
You learned a lot.
Yep.
Donkey shows and all. All right, well, as always, we love you.
Peace.